In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I use Obsidian like a universal remote, because every time I post about it, there's a lot of folks in the comments that just don't quite get it. Under the hood, Obsidian is just Markdown and Git. You can open this anywhere. You can take this entire folder structure, vault, plugins, whatever, wherever you want to go. It's completely portable, so that's one thing. And the other bigger miss here is there's a lot of YouTube tutorials, especially lately with Claude Code and Obsidian, and they're always presenting these like piecemeal sort of tutorials. They leave those in isolation and then go back to whatever their IDE is, like VS Code or Cursor, and they're missing the whole point of a platform like this. Like they don't get it. This isn't like a side quest app you use for special demos or anything like that. This is the closest thing to a universal remote and actual runtime native with AI that you just bring towards it that I've ever found. So let's get into it. The very first thing I want to talk about is the folder structure argument. Let me just zoom in here a little bit. Boop. Yes, this is a folder structure that works with memory, and this is absolutely something you can achieve in VS Code or wherever else. But the cool part is this right here. All of my files, all 900 or so of them, have wikis, tags, related sort of articles and stuff. So I can go in and anything with a video, coming up with 106 related files with that wiki. This is the RAG demo that everybody's talking about in practice. What this does is it gives my model context without the rest of the bloat. We can find every relevant piece of information on tag video, for example. It's the same with clients or projects. I can look up that specific thing or another workflow I did in the past and bring that to the front, inject that context without wasting a ton of tokens searching or digging through a bunch of irrelevant data. It's all here and easily searchable. The wikis and tags here make retrieval awesome. And yes, this is sort of possible in other platforms, but it's a lot more legwork, whereas this is native to Obsidian. It's really easy to see how things are progressing over time, right? Video trends rather than just video research, how I'm spending my time, right? All this information, and it's really easy to act on. I can run all of my Claude workflows, everything that I got from Anti-Gravity and Codex, all in the same place. So I can run a workflow that finds my to-do list, for example, and I can go through here, run my today workflow. It looks through my email, my calendar, different daily notes, and then it puts that out. If I want to dig into projects and tasks that I have on the docket for the day, it can pull those tags and see historical data. It can see my notes on these different things, and it can pull that in no time at all. It can act on all this information, not just store it somewhere. Okay, cool, but we're still not seeing why this over VS Code, right? I like this because it's got the built-in web browser. I only have to have one window open at all times, right? It's like my single, I'm not alt tabbing all over the place, right? Let's say I do some research on Perplexity and I could just go ahead and save this to the vault. Brings in that entire web page. In this case, it's Perplexity Deep Research, and it makes its own Markdown file for the vault to be able to use. And now my agent has this context that it can build different whatever content or whatever it is that I need off of. I like that I can search on YouTube, the built-in web browser. I like that you can bring in your external media. Like I have some workflows that edit videos through Claude Code. I can bring that in and view them in here, same workspace. I can record audio, doing a test right now, check, check, boop, and then it'll go right here. Doing a test right now, check, check. And then I can just talk and do a brain dump, have Claude transcribe it, and then triage this note into whatever I need it to be into, right? Whether it's a journal entry or a project update or whatever, or several different things, sending emails, it'll triage those tasks. And the nice thing about this is you're not locked into Claude. Like I have it going right now through my OpenRouter subscription, but you could be using this with whatever you want, Codex or Gemini CLI, right? Built-in Win32 integrated terminal. While all these different providers are giving you obscure answers for usage and you can't really predict what you can get done under your subscription services, this workflow stays the same and you can use whatever you want. Claude, Codex, Gemini, whatever, and it just continues. Really what I'm trying to say here is there's a lot of really cool demos regarding Obsidian on YouTube, but they don't really ever put two and two together. It's always one and one and one and one kind of thing. They don't show you exactly what you can do with this. And it's not that VS Code doesn't do some of this stuff. It's that Obsidian does all of it. You've got your code editor, you've got your browser, you can send emails through here, you've got Excalibur. There's all sorts of different plugins you can download. You can build your own The thing that I am so attracted to here is I never have to alt tab or like leave this window. I can do all of the code editing that I need to with the VS Code plugin. I can do video editing, all that sort of stuff. I got voice notes. I've got my terminal here. So I've got Claude Code and Kimi K2 most recently. Calendar, Kanban. I can call for presentations to be made. I can just do it all from the one window. I don't want to like oversell it or anything like that, but like bringing in web pages full of information and it's just in your context, super handy stuff, especially since all these major model providers are changing their usage, and that's not so bad. The problem is there are a lot of questions regarding how reliable these things are going to be, like how much you're going to actually be able to get done. It makes sense to have your hands on the actual workflow and structure and keep that consistent regardless of what model comes in, whatever. So if you're still hearing like, this is just Markdown files, I'm going to stick to VS Code, all the power to you. A lot of my friends do that as well. But I mean, if you get it, this is a huge level up in terms of your workflow, because it has been for me. This is my actual workflow and what I live in day to day while I run the business, okay? If you want to learn to build this yourself, you can check out this video here, or you can grab my exact setup with 30 plus commands and exactly how I run my business through the link in the description. Make sure to subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.